Hi everybody, I'm Trin Johnson and welcome to Dust in My Eye. So if you saw my last video, you saw that I got these My Merry Blue colors and a couple extra colors, and I tried them out in this plainly watercolor sketchbook. It's 100% cotton, 140 pounds. I think it was around $22, something like that on Amazon. And I did this abstract painting with a few of the My Merry Blue colors and a few other things. And that's what I intend to do in this book is abstracts. But I wanted to try one with a little more water added and see if I could manipulate that and how the paper held up for that. So I'm going to do that today. And if that sounds like something you'd like to watch, please stick around. Hit that like button if you would. And let's see what we can make this paper do. So I am going to go ahead and tape it as soon as I locate my tape, because I don't want it to go off into this side for one thing. And another thing is I like the look of it. So it worked really well, this tape on the last page. So let's see how it does. This is a little different situation over here. I would not say this is the best quality as far as being put together. It's a little rough in some spots, but at this price point, I would expect that. It's actually doing pretty well for the price that it was. I'm not really fond of how the size it is too. It's let's see, 8 by 12, and I find it a little tall. But I wanted a very large sketchbook, and they were all quite pricey, and this one wasn't. So that's why it won. Now, I am going to want to cover this side because I don't really want to spritz over here and whatever I might do. I don't want that page getting paint on it. So I'm just going to tape this down a little bit. So hopefully it will stay on there. Let's fold this under. And I can clip it. And that should hold that on there pretty nicely. Actually, I think what I want to do is put one of those because it holds that side up. So let's do that. I'm just going to bend that tape down and we'll go from there. See what we get. Okay. Now, I thought I would use some of the colors that I didn't use the last time on this My Merry Blue set. So I used Dragon's Blood and Yellow Ochre. I think those are the two I used. I can't look right now. Oh, and Indigo. I used Indigo. Okay, that sounds right. So I have left this Quinn Lake and Turquoise and Hooker Green, which, by the way, this is a very pretty Hooker Green. I really like it. I also have these two colors that I didn't use that were my new ones from Daniel Smith. I have a quinacridone red and a perylene maroon. I really love this perylene maroon, but red might suit my playing around here more. We'll see. I don't know. And I'm not like wedded to this as a direction either. It could go either way. I was trying to figure out why it wasn't light enough. There, that helps. That's better. Okay, so let's start with a light color. So I think I am honestly going to start with the Hooker's Green. And now part of the thing about these paints is how well they re-wet, which is really hard to tell when I'm taking them directly out of the tube. So that experiment will have to wait for another time. Go with a nice big brush. Oh, I know what I want to do first. I'm going to put another color down with this. I'm going to put a little Quinn Lake. And then I'm going to get a little bit of each of those on here. Looks like I got a lot of Quinn, but I don't know how much Hooker I got there. So let's do that. We're going to tease it a little bit. See what it'll do. A little finer spray there. All right. There's a fair amount of water on here. So we're going to see what that does. I'm going to get a different brush and turn this around. Let's see, what do I want? I know what I want. Is that in here? Aha. I want this guy. I think I'm going to have to change my paper. See it coming through over there. Probably absorbent paper towel is not a great shield. I thought about that, but frankly, I didn't know what else I should do. So let's just keep going. Okay. I'll tell you one thing, those are very pretty colors. All right, let's see what we've got. I'm afraid the Quinn Red might just make me think Christmas, and I don't really want to do that. Let's try the Paraline maroon. My little tiny elk brush from Lebanzon, the most beautiful brushes, and this one is such a cool brush. It is definitely one of my faves. It's just really expressive, a little uncontrollable. That's what I really, really like about it. Such a cool color too. Okay, then now what do we want to do? I like that. I like that. I'm not real fond of that. I need to do something up there. I want something geometric. or solid, like circles. Let me stand and get a look. I know what I want. I have to go find them. So if I wasn't continuously moving things around, I could find things easier. I knew I'd seen them somewhere in my many places I keep art supplies, which is probably part of the problem. I wanted my Inktense pencils. I really like the way they draw when they're wet. So let's pick a good color. How about, let's see, I want something akin to that, but not quite the same. That's too purple. I think that one. Let's try that one. All right. I like to dip them and get them wet. I would like to see that green brought out a little more, I think. I think it got kind of quiet. I think I'm going to go all in on squiggly lines. Change my mind after I get the paintbrush ready. All right. Okay, I think I am going to call it quits before I do too much more damage to it and just see what it looks like with the paper lifted. With the tape lifted. One more thing, I think. Let me dry it. It really is an experiment to see how the paper worked. And this whole book is supposed to be an experiment. It's supposed to be a place where I can just mess around and see where things take me, and maybe use things that I did in on a piece in here on a bigger piece. It's just a way to experiment and try out colors and that kind of thing, and mark making. And sometimes it's going to be more successful than other times, which normally would just be me, myself, and I looking at it. But since I decided to show you, you get to see whether you think this piece was successful in any way. I don't think it's a complete failure, but I don't know that it's a complete success either. want to do one more thing, but I got to find something to do it with. I'm going to try a distress crayon. Just want to break up some of the mud. All right, let me take the paper off and see what we've got. If you would like to take a look at my Patreon page, everything is free over there right now. Just trying to get up and rolling. Trying to get a nice community going over there. I need to work on my live streams because I have the equipment. I'm just not sure quite how to do it. I need my consultants for that, as in my children. Particularly my one son who likes to help with that sort of thing. And hoping to get that going because it would be nice to chat with people in real time. A little bit of problem with the tape when I tried to use it to tape the paper on this side down, and then it lifted up. But maybe just that spot. Ooh, that would be nice. Yeah, okay. That's not bad. Let's get this. A little bit over there. It's amazing how much removing the tape improves something. And as long as I don't want to like throw a bunch of paint at it, I could still play a little bit. I would like to clean that up. I'm not sure how well it's going to clean, but let's try because this whole thing is an experiment. Try this brush. See how it lifts. It does pill a little bit, I would say, with scrubbing. I noticed that on the other one too, when I was picking up where the butterfly wings were. So I'm going to let that dry and just go over it with a little white. I'm going to try this. I don't know. Not after complete obliteration. I just want to clean it up a little bit. All right, so I hope this was semi-enjoyable at least, and maybe inspires you to get your own book to just start playing in. Because if you don't have a YouTube channel where you record yourself, you don't have to show it to anybody. You can just play all you want. And yeah, I didn't even see. It's not even signing them. I'm just playing. And it's kind of freeing. Be more freeing if I wasn't recording myself probably. But anyway, thank you so much for being here. And if you would like to, please check out my Etsy shop where I've printed my artwork along with cute little monsters and other fun stuff for sale.